Every single morning, I write 3 pages in my journal. It is the way for me to connect dots or think things out further, vent, make some kind of plan, just get whatever's in my head out for that morning. And hopefully I come to some sort of conclusion. But that's not always the case. Sometimes it's just writing. No solution, no answers, no problems, just thoughts. And that's okay. This time, I did not write this morning. I wrote last night because I haven't been able to do my 3 pages of, like, what's today, Sunday? Saturday and Friday in the morning. I've done like a page and a half or something like that. And last night, the thoughts that I woke up with carried with me all day. What I wrote last night was about balance. Balance has been something I have been thinking about a lot. Balance in my life. How is that achieved? And I've come to the conclusion that it's fake. It's fake. We were really sold a dream on having it all and having it all at the same time. Like, I can be a wife, a mom, a business owner, or have a good job and have a great social life and have all these things, and I can do it all at the same time, and I can do it all in the 24 hours that I have. You can't have it all at the same time in the day, in the week, and still have, first of all, some peace in your mind about yourself. And secondly, balance isn't real. It's an illusion. Everything is not of the same importance. It goes in its place, however it gets there. But the first time I thought about this was I watched a live by this creator named Jance. In this live, I don't remember what one of the comments were, but she was saying, like, telling the person who commented, like, it's okay, you were building your family, you were building your life. And she was sort of like, well, she did say, you know, I'm jealous of that. I've been building this. I could have done the family and the children and all of that, but instead I chose to build this business. And she doesn't regret it, but it wasn't something she could do at the same time. So it's not only something she can not do at the same time, it's not anything any of us can do at the same time. I think almost right after that, I saw this reel from Michelle Obama. She was saying, like, she was literally saying there is no balance. Like, when she was first lady, Obama was president, like, there was no, she could do the things that she's doing now while her husband's president, because she had to be first lady. She had to be mother of the house, and she had to be doing, like, wrangling and doing certain things that she wouldn't have had time to do. Writing a book, going on book tours, doing press runs, going on panels. Like, she couldn't have been both at the same time. And I realized having it all is not having it all right now today. It is building every single part bit by bit. I quite honestly don't know what the appeal is in telling us, like, oh, you can have it all and be happy and blah, 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 blah. Like, it's the American dream. Not that the dream is for everybody, but I'm not going there today. But for men, I feel like it's a lot easier because they don't have it all, because they have it all to themselves. They have it all because, you know, they have a supportive partner who is the one who's not getting credit for running that, well, sometimes, not all the times, running the things in the house and picking up and taking children wherever they need to go, and making sure, quite honestly, a lot of women run the books in their families, run the books in their house, making sure the bills get paid and get paid on time. The woman is the backbone to any house, any family. So I have to tell myself, like, be for real. 1, you're not a white man. 2, you're not a man. 3, you're not a Nepo baby or a trust fund baby. This idea for me building balance comes from, because now I have a son. I have been married for quite some time now. Now we have a son, and there are some things that I want to do, or not that I want to do, that I am doing. So in January, my first event, I did a fabric swap, and doing that work was slow. It was about 2 months, but doing that work was slow. And learning to balance the work of building community events and building community and doing this and taking care of him and making sure I think about dinner sometimes and breakfast, or oh shoot, my oatmeal. And also like having the time to sew. Thought like, you know, I can have my son, he'll be around, I'll be able to do these things. No big deal, no problem, not hard. My son has given me a reality check. Not only does it, like, having a child, and I've heard this, having children slows you down. Having the kind of son I have slows me down. He is a Velcro child, and I love my child so much, I do. But he is a Velcro child, and it makes it really hard for me to get anything that I need to get done for myself done. So for a long time, the first part of the block for me was building my family. And I'll always have them, but now the part for me is building something or for myself, in myself. So the second event that I'm doing now is like a crafty social kind of event. It is making charm bracelets, doing some cookie decorating. There'll be music, there'll be bites, and I'm partnering with this venue in Chicago to do it. And I've been working on this 3 months now. First of all, I had no idea that these kind of things were this slow. Like, I figured everybody kind of just like, that's how I work. It's like, you send me something, I respond. We talk about it, it gets done. I don't need too much back and forth. It's like, here's the lay of the land, get it done, let's do it. But people are slow. They move their feet slow. And it's like, oh. So I'm learning that in doing these events, building a community of people who make and are creative and have a space to be creative and escape sometimes and find like-minded people, and not feel like they're doing a disservice to themselves. Anyway, back to balance. I've done the family thing. I'm doing the family thing. It doesn't just end. But now I'm looking for something more in myself, for myself. I feel like I was sold a dream. We were sold a dream, because that's what they told us. They told us it was real. You can have fun and be serious. You can have a family and have a business. You can have a family, have a business, be serious, and have fun. All at the same time. In the same day. That's just not true. And somebody that I really, really, really like is Myleik Teal. She has shown what it's like to have balance. She first built her business and she did really good, doing all kinds of events and doing retreats and everything. And then she moved into like retreating from that and built her family. And like, her children are older now, and she talks about this sometimes. So now she feels like she is able to try something new. It's a different chapter. So she's kind of like thinking about ramping stuff up in the way, not in the same way that she used to, because it was a grind, but she can do it more so on her own terms, not in the same way that she could before. And that is balance. That is how you achieve balance, by picking the thing you're looking to build or start with one at a time. So career, business, social life, family, faith, hobby, whatever that is. And I would say that it's not even that you can't have it all, is that it all can't be prevalent at the same time. They all can't be something that is like causing major work and major, like, yeah, it requires major work all at the same time, because something is gonna fall. Even the thing that you are working on the most, that is the most prevalent, is going to be like trying. Yeah, it's going to be trying. It's going to be questionable. It's going to be laborious. So consider, how many laborious things can you do at one time? And how many of those laborious things can you do if you ain't got no money? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So don't quit your job because you want to be creative. That's not the way to go. And honestly, I'm so glad the narrative of you need to quit your job so that you can do X, Y, and Z has like stopped. I do understand, like, quitting your job gives you so much more space to be able to build quickly, hard and fast, but you can't do it hard, fast, or quick if you don't have the money to back that up. Because of that, you're doing so many things out of desperation instead of out of a safe space, out of a thoughtful space, using wisdom. That's thrown out the window. Again, like I've said, these videos aren't always solutions. These videos are sometimes just thoughts and things to consider. And this was something I have been considering and seeing on the landscape of my social media. I watched a video, what is it, Aspire with Emma, I don't know how to say her last name. She interviewed Issa Rae, and Issa Rae was saying, like, she was talking about this balance in entertainment and how she lost a few opportunities because she was trying to please execs or things like that, and she lost the plot that she was the thing that they wanted, and how to balance that, talking about how she was like selfish at first, like really selfish, and then she thinks she's like she can stand to be a lot less. And like, that's balance. Like, when you are doing things for yourself and building like things up for yourself, you do have to be selfish. You have to be selfish with your time. You have to be selfish with your money. You have to be selfish with who you allow around you, who you allow to hear your conversations. But then you hold that in. After so long, people are just like, so you get a little of that and you realize, I'm not in this space anymore where I have to grind, another club, shots, and you can just like chill. Everything has a season, and there's a season for everything. There's a time to celebrate, there's a time to mourn, there's a time to reap, there's a time to sow. Balance only happens, the illusion of balance, and honestly, it's how people see it. The illusion of balance only happens at the end, when you've sat at the end of your life and realized, I did have it all. You are sitting and you're looking at your life and you're like, I do have it all. I have the family. I built a good business. I have great friends. I have a hobby that I can escape to. I am well traveled and well educated. Wow, I do have it all. That's crazy. But it doesn't come in the thick of it. And that is really, really hard. That is really, really hard. That has been really, really, really hard. Because I always understood it to be balance that we have right now. Balance that we can keep right now. What are some ways that you have been trying to achieve balance that feels impossible for you? And maybe this video will help you to reshape or rethink your time and the things you're doing and what's more important at the moment, what gets more energy. So you can achieve that balance and stop stressing yourself about not having it all and being able to do it all. You're only one person. You're only one person. You can't do it all right now, today, and everything also feel like it's right. It's gonna feel a little muddy. If you're gonna be in Chicago, or if you live in Chicago, in or around Chicago, I would love to see you March 19th at my event. It's gonna be, well, it should be. No, it's gonna be really, really fun, really, really nice, and have great food. You make a charm bracelet or a bag charm. You get to decorate a cookie, a few cookies probably. There will be goodie bags with some nice stuff in them. Well, you get to fill it yourself and have a good time for the night during your work week. We need that sometimes. Just in between your work days and all the things you have to do, take a beat. take a day, come out and have fun. And I will see you the next time.